Hi, everybody. Wait, how come I'm not?
Hi.
This meeting is being recorded.
Yeah, I already did a.
Oh, you
Yeah.
probably be in the front. So if you're done with the kill,
Oh, yeah. Great. Sure.
Okay, Angus is going to read stage directions. So
Wait, let me get the PDF. I'm really sorry, everybody.
Hey, welcome. We're recording and live streaming, I believe. Do people show the live stream thing? I believe. And
PDF.
is it
It said it's recording, Paul.
says recording, and it's live streaming. It says, so I think, I don't know why it's not showing that. Anyways, hi, welcome. I'm Paul Sugarman, and this is the Instant Shakespeare Company. And today we are reading Midsummer Night's Dream, and Jackie Margolis is the playmaster. So over to you, Jackie.
okay, I'm playing Titania. Now we'll go over to Clinton Powell.
Hi, I'm Clinton Powell. I'm reading Demetrius and Snout.
Okay, Michael Gardner.
Snug the Joiner and Robin Puck Goodfellow.
Those are excellent shades, Michael.
Right. Okay, Angus.
Hi, Angus Hepburn in London. I'm reading Oberon and the Philostrate.
Okay, let's see, Jennifer.
I'm Jennifer Finger. I'm reading Francis Thisbe and Mustard Seed.
Okay, Virginia.
Shove your volume up a bit.
Virginia.
Hi, everybody. I'm Virginia Hammer, and I'm doing Hippolyta and First Fairy and the fairy song.
Nice.
Let's see, Yasha.
Hi, my name's Yasha Bilan, and I'm doing bottom.
Okay.
I'm at rock bottom today, so it works for me.
Nicholas, hi.
My name is Nicholas, and I'll be reading for Lysander.
Okay, Vicky.
I'm Vicky. I'm reading Helen and Starveling.
Okay, we're missing Eleanor Foreman, and we're missing what happened to Daniela. I don't know where she is. Paul, did you send her?
I'm here.
Daniela. Okay, Daniela.
I'm here.
Yeah, and she's reading Hermia. Okay.
Yes.
So the only person we're missing so far is Eleanor, but I think we should just go on with.
Did you forget me?
What? Did I call you Angus? I'm sorry, Angus.
No, it's Ken.
Oh, Ken?
Ken,
Where's Ken?
me.
Is Ken around?
I am the disembodied voice Ken Wayne, and I'm doing Aegeus and Pyramus.
Okay.
I'm here too.
I'm
Who's Eleanor doing?
Eleanor is not here yet.
Who's she playing?
First she complains and now she's not here. She's playing Peter Quint's prologue. Then she has a song on page 98.
Oh, she's doing the song. Oh.
the two songs.
She might be, well, you have songs. She has a song at an end because she likes to sing. So I let her sing, right? Out of the kindness of my heart. Oh, okay, I guess, let's see. I'm trying to pull up my script. Wait a second. Whoop, uh-oh. I have to do something here.
Oh, you look great.
Wait a second.
Jackie, I love your Titania flower in your hair.
Thank you. My computer is making a demand on me. All right, let me just sign into it. All of a sudden, it decided to give me a hard time. Okay, there. All right. Now I have to.
Are we all set?
Wait a second. I'm
not in that one scene, are you? No.
Having some trouble here. Let's see if I can get out of here. All right. No, okay. Now let me see if they'll let me pull up my script. Is not wanting to put. Nothing wants. Okay, here. Okay, I'm back here. I don't know why my script doesn't want to pull up. I'm trying. Okay, now I can pull up my script. Okay, all right. I guess we can start now because, all right, Angus, you want to talk?
Off we go. Midsummer Night's Dream by William.
Presentable yet? Hold on.
Oh.
Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon. But oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires like to a step-dame or a dowager, long withering out a young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in nights. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Oh, Philostratus, stir up the Athenian youth to merriments. Awake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Turn melancholy forth to funerals. The pale companion is not for our pomp. Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword and won thy love, doing thee injuries, but I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with reveling.
Enter Aegeus and his daughter Hermia, and Lysander and Helena and Demetrius.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia.
Demetrius stands
Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander, and my gracious duke. This man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast by moonlight at her window sung with feigning voice verses of feigning love, and stolen the impression of her fantasy with bracelets of thy hair, rings, gauds, conceits, necks, trifles, nosegays, sweetmeats, messengers of strong prevailment in unhardened youth. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience which is due to me to stubborn harshness, and my gracious duke, be it so, she will not hear before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens, as she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid, to you, your father should be as a god, one that composed your beauties, yea, and one to whom you are but as a form in wax by him imprinted, and within his power to leave the figure or disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind wanting your father's voice. The other must be held the worthier.
I would my father looked but with my eyes.
Rather your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty. In such a presence here, to plead my thoughts, but I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires, know of your youth, examine well your blood, whether, if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun. For I, to be in a shady cloister mute, to live a barren sister all your life, chanting faint hymns to the cold, fruitless moon. Thrice blessed that they that master so their blood to undergo such maiden pilgrimage, but earthier happy is the rose fulfilled than that which withering on the virgin throne grows, lives and dies in single blessedness.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will yield my virgin maiden up unto his lordship, whose an unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me, for everlasting bond of fellowship, upon that day either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest for austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermias. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander, true he hath my love, and what is mine my love shall render him, and she is mine, and all my right of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way as fairly ranked, if not with vantage, as Demetrius. And which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll vouch it to his head, made love to Nedar's daughter, Helena, and won her soul, and she, sweet lady, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that I have heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof, but being overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come, and come, Aegeus, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look, you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means we may extenuate, to death, or to a vow of single life. Come, my Hippolyta, what cheer, my love? Demetrius and Aegeus, go along. I must employ you in some business against our nuptial, and confer with you of something nearly that concerns yourselves.
With duty and desire we follow you.
They exit.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain, I could well beteem them for the tempest of mine eyes.
For aught that ever could I read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth. But either it was different in blood,
Oh, cross, too high to be enthralled to love.
or else misgraft in respect of years,
Oh, spite, too old to be engaged, too young.
or else it stood upon the choice of merit.
Oh, hell, to choose love by another's eye.
Or if there were a sympathy in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as the lightning in the collied night, that in a spleen unfolds both heaven and earth, and ere a man hath power to say, Behold, the jaws of darkness do devour it up, so quick bright things come to confusion.
If then true lovers have been never crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach her trial patience, because it is a customary cross. As due to love, as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers.
A good persuasion. Therefore hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager, a great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house removed 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, then steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without the town, where did I meet thee once with Helena, to do observance for a morn of May. There will I stay with thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus doves, by that which knitteth souls and prospers love, and by that fire which burned the Carthage queen, when the false Trojan under Sally was seen, by all the vows that ever men have broke, in number more than ever women spoke, in that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Helena enters.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Oh, you me fair? That fair again unsay Demetrius loves you fair. Oh, happy fair! Your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue sweet air, more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear. When wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear, sickness is catching. Oh, were favor so, your words I catch. Fair Hermia, ere I go, my ear should catch your voice, my eye your eye, my tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I'll give to be you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns would teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
Take comfort, he no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will flee this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seems Athens like a paradise to me. Oh, then, what graces in my love do dwell, that he hath turned to heaven into hell?
Lysander.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearl the bladed grass, time that lovers' flights doth still concede, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood, where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel swelled, there my Lysander and myself shall meet, and thence from Athens turn away our eyes, to seek new friends and strange companions. Farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word by Lysander, we must starve our sight, from lovers' food till morrow deep midnight.
Hermia exits.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dotes on you.
Exit Lysander.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she, but what of that? Demetrius thinks not so, he will not know what all, but he doth know. And as he errs doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities, things base and vile, holding no quantity love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. Nor hath love's mind of any judgment taste, wings and no eyes, figure unheedy haste, and therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice he is often beguiled, as waggish boys in game themselves forswear. So the boy love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he held down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight, then to the wood will I tomorrow night pursue her. And for his intelligence, if I have thanks, it is dear expense, but herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have his flight thither and back again.
And she exits. Act 1, Scene 2. Enter Quince, the carpenter, Snug the joiner, Bottom the weaver, Flute the bellows mender, and Snout the tinker, and Starveling the tailor.
I don't know where I am. There's no.
Eleanor, I think it's
Yes.
You got to quince your quince. You're on page 1, 2.
Yes, I know.
Oh, okay. Well, the quince starts.
Okay.
All right.
Is all our company here?
You
Bottom.
were best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every man's name, which is thought to fit through all actions to play in our interlude before the Duke and the Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors, and so grow on to a point.
Mary, our play's the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, and a merry. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom, the weaver.
Ready, name what part I am for, and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself most gallantly for love.
That will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure. For the rest yet, my chief humor is for a tyrant. I could play Ercles rarely, or part to tear a cat in, to make all split the raging rocks, and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus' car shall shine from far, and make and mar the foolish fates. This was lofty. Now name the rest of the players. This is Ercles' vein, a tyrant's vein. A lover is more condoling.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
You must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let not me play a woman. I have a beard coming.
That's all one. You shall play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisne, Thisne, all Pyramus, my lover dear, thy Thisbe dear, and lady dear.
No, no. You must play Pyramus, and Flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Yeah, Peter Quince.
Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout, the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Pyramus' father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug the joiner, you, the lion's part. And I hope there is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? I pray you, if it be, give it me, for I am slow to study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Oh,
let me play the lion too. I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
If you should do it too terribly, you would fright the Duchess and the ladies, that they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us, every mother's son.
I grant you, friends, if that you should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice so that I will roar you as gently as any sucking dove. I will roar and twir any nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man as one shall see in a summer's day, a most lovely gentleman-like man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it. What beard were I best to play it in?
Why, what you will.
I will discharge it in either your straw color beard, your orange tawny beard, your purple and grain beard, or your French crown colored beard. Your perfect fellow.
Some
Yellow.
of your French crowns have no hair at all, and then you will play barefaced. But masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to con them by tomorrow night, and meet me in the palace wood, a mile without the town, by moonlight. There we will rehearse. For if we meet in the city, we shall be dogged with company and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw a bill of properties, such as our play wants. I pray you, fail me not.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse more obscenely and courageously. Take pains. Be perfect. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
Enough. Hold or cut bowstrings.
And they exit. Act 2, Scene 1. Enter a fairy at one door and Puck, Robin Goodfellow, at another.
Oh, how now, spirit? Whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through a bush, through a briar, over park, over pale, through a flood, through a fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere. And I serve the fairy queen to dew her orbs upon the green. The cowslips tall, her pensioners be, and their gold coats spots you see. Those be rubies, fairy favors. In their freckles live their savors. I must go seek some dewdrops here and hang a pearl on every cowslip's ear. Farewell, thou lob of spirits. I'll be gone. Our queen and all her elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed, the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell in wrath, because that she, as her attendant hath, a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. And jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train, to trace the forests wild. But she, perforce, withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen, but they do swear that all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape and making quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are not you he that frets the maidens of the villagery, skim milk, and sometimes labors in the quern, and bootless makes the breathless housewife churn, and sometime make the drink to bear no harm, mislead night wanderers, laughing at their harm, those that hobgoblin call you, and sweet Puck. You do their work, they shall have good luck. Are not you he?
Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon, and make him smile when I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in likeness of a silly foal. And sometimes lurk I in a gossip's bowl, in very likeness of a roasted crab. And when she drinks against her lips, I bob, and on her withered dewlap pour the ale, the wisest aunt telling the saddest tale. Sometimes for 3-foot stool mistaketh me. Then slip I from her bun, down topples she, and Taylor cries and falls into a cough, and then the whole choir holds their hips and laugh. And waxing in their mirth, the knees and swear a merry hour was never wasted there. But room, fairy, fairy, here comes Oberon.
Would hear my mistress, would he were gone.
Enter the king of fairies at one door with his train, and the queen at another with hers. Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
Oh, what? Jealous Oberon. Oh, fairy, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton, am I not thy lord?
Oh, then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou wast stolen from fairyland and in the shape of Corin, sate all day playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Philida. Why art thou here? Come from the farthest steep of India, but that forsooth the bounting Amazon, your bushkin mistress and your warrior love, to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta? Knowing I know thy love to Theseus, didst not thou lead him through the glimmering night from Perigenia, whom he ravished, and make him with fairy eagles break his faith with Ariadne and Antiopa?
These are the forgeries of jealousy. Never since the middle summer spring met we on hill and dale, forest or mead, by paved fountain or by rushy brook, or in the beach margin of the sea, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds, piping to us in vain, as in revenge have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which landing in the land hath every pretty river made so proud that they have overborne their continent. The ox hath therefore stretched his yoke in vain, the ploughman lost his sweat, and the green corn hath rotted ere his youth attained a beard. The fold stands empty in the drowned field, and crows are fattened with the Marian flock. The nine men's morris is filled up with mud, and the quaint mazes in the wanton green for lack of tread are undistinguishable. Oh, the human mortals want their winter here. No night is now with hymn or carol blessed. Therefore the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air, that rheumatic diseases do abound. And through this distemperature we see the seasons alter. Hoard-headed frost fall on the fresh lap of the crimson rose, and on old Heim's chin an icy crown, an odorous chaplet of sweet summer buds, as in mockery set. The spring, the summer, the childing autumn, angry winter change their wonted liveries, and the maize world by their increase now knows which is which. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parent and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Oh, set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air by night, full oft hath she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarked traders on the flood, when we had laughed to see the sailors conceive and grow big-bellied with the wanton wind, which she with pretty and with swimming gait, following her womb, then rich with my young squire would imitate, and sail upon the land to fetch me trifles and return again, as from a voyage rich with merchandise. But she, being mortal, of that boy did die, and for her sake I do rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theus' wedding day, if you will patiently dance in our round and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Oh, not for thy fairy kingdom. Oh, fairies away. We shall chide downright if I longer stay.
And she exits. Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea, grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed, A certain aim he took at a fair vestal throned by west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. But I might see young Cupid's fiery shaft quench in the chaste beams of the watery moon, and the imperiled votress passed on in maiden meditation, fancy free. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me that flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make a man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor in it in her eyes. The next thing then she waking looks upon, be it on lion, bear, or wolf, or bull, on meddling monkey or a busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference. Enter Demetrius and Helena following him.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where's Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll stay, the other stayeth me. Thou toldst me they were stolen into this wood, and here am I, and wood within this wood, because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence, get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair, or rather do I not in plainest truth tell you I do not nor I cannot love you?
And e'en for that, though, I love thee the more. I'm your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me, only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you. What worser place can I beg in your love, and yet a place of high respect with me, than to be used as you do your dog?
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not, to trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege, for that is not night, when I do see your face. Therefore I think I am not in the night, nor doth this wood lack the worlds of company, for you in my respect are all the world. Then how can it be said I am alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in the brakes and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story will be changed. Apollo flies and Daphne holds the chase. The dove pursues the griffin. The mild hind makes speed to catch the tiger, bootless speed when cowardice pursues and valor flies.
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go, or if thou follow me, do not believe but I shall do thee mischief in this wood.
Aye, in the temple, in the town and field you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius. Your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I follow thee and make a heaven of hell to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Ah, hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Ah, there it is.
I pray thee give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips of the nodding violet grows, quite over canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania some time of the night. lulled in these flowers with dances and delight, and there the snake throws her enamelled skin weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. And with the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Well, thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Effected with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look, thou meet me ere the first cock crowed.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Act 2, Scene 2. Enter Titania, Queen of Fairies, and her train.
Oh, come now, a roundel and a fairy song. Then for the third part of a minute hence, some to kill cankers in the musk rose buds, some more with remiss for their leathern wings to make my small elves coats, and some keep back the clamorous owl that nightly hoots and wonders at our quaint spirits. Sing me now asleep, then to your offices and let me rest.
You spotted snakes with double.
This was me. I thought you were doing.
No, Virginia. This is Virginia. You're at the end.
You do the second song, Eleanor, in Act 5.
You're out of
You
here right now.
spotted snakes with double tongue, thorny hedgehogs be not seen. Newts and blind worms do no wrong. Come not near our fairy queen. Philomel with melody, singing our sweet lullaby. La 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 lullaby. La 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 lullaby. Never harm nor spell nor charm come our lovely lady nigh. So good night with lullaby. Weaving spiders come not here, hence you long-legged spinners hence. Beetles black approach not near, worm nor snail do no offense. Philomel with melody hence, and lullaby hence. Now all is well. Come aloof one, stand sentinel.
Enter Oberon. What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake, be it ounce or cat or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair. In thy eye that shall appear when thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near. Enter Lysander and Hermia.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the night woods, and to speak troth I have forgot our way. Well, rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander, find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both, one heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one troth.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet. Do not lie so near.
Oh, take the scene, the sense sweet of my innocence. Love takes the meeting in love's conference. I mean that my heart onto yours is knit, so that but one heart can you make of it. Two bosoms interchange with an oath, so then two bosoms and a single troth. Then by your side no bedroom me deny, for lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now much beshrew my manners and my pride, if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. But, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off, in humane modesty. Such separation as may well be said becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love near altar, till thy sweet life end.
Amen. Amen. To that fair prayer say I, and then end life where I end loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wit, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
And Puck enters.
To the forest I have gone, but Athenian find I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring love. Oh, night and silence, who is here? Weeds of Athens. Hold on. Weeds of Athens, he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despise the Athenian maid, and hear the maiden sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she does not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Upon thy eyes I throw all the power of this charmed foe. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
And Puck exits. Demetrius and Helena enter running.
Stay, though thou killst me, sweet Demetrius.
I charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Wilt thou, darkling, leave me so? Do not so.
Stay on thy peril, I alone will go.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears. If so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, no, I am as ugly as a bear, for beasts that meet me run away for fear. Therefore no marvel though Demetrius do as a monster. Fly my presence thus, what wicked and dissembling glass of mine made me compare with Hermia's fiery eyne. But who is here? Lysander on the ground, dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good or wake.
And run through fire, I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature her swoos art, that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? How fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander, say not so. What though he love your Hermia? Lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent, not Hermia, but Helena I love, who will not change a raven for a dove. The will of man is by his reason swayed. The reason sails you are the worthier made. Things growing are not ripe until their season. So I being young, till not ripe not to reason, and touching not the point of human skill, reason becomes the marshal of my will, and leads me to your eyes, where I look the love's stories, written in love's richest book.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born, when at your hands did I deserve this scorn? It is not enough. It's not enough, young man, that I did never, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye, but you must flout my insufficiency? Good troth, you do me wrong. Good sooth, you do, in such disdainful manner me to woo. But fare you well. Perforce I must confess, I thought you lord of more true gentleness. Oh, the lady of one man refused should of another therefore be abused.
And Helena exits.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayst thou come Lysander near. For as a surfeit of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings, or as the heresies that men do leave, are hated most of those that did deceive. So thou, my surfeit, and my heresy, of all be hated, but the most of me. And all my powers address your love and might to honor Ellen, and to be her knight.
And Lysander exits.
me, Lysander. Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast. Ay me, for pity, what a dream was here! Lysander, look, how I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent ate my heart away, and yet sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander, what removed? Lysander, Lord, what, out of hearing? Gone? No sound, no word. Alack, where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak of all loves. I sound almost with fear. No, then I will perceive you are not nigh. Either death, or you all find immediately.
And Hermia exits. Act 3, Scene 1. Enter the clowns, the rude mechanicals.
Are we all met?
Pat, Pat, and here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, this hawthorn brake our tiring house, and we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
Peter Quince?
What sayst thou, Bully Bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Paramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Paramus must draw sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
Larkin, a parlous fear.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say we will do no harm with our swords, and that Paramus is not killed indeed. And for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Paramus, am not Paramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue, and it shall be written in 8 and 6.
No, make it 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in, God shield us, a lion among ladies. It's the most dreadful thing, for there is not a mere fearful, wild fool than your lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell he is not a lion.
Nay, you must name his name, and half his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and he himself must speak through, saying thus, or to the same defect, ladies, oh fair ladies, I would wish you, or I would request you, or I would entreat you not to fear, not to tremble, my life for yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, it were pity of my life. No, I am no such thing. I am a man as other men are, and there indeed. My script doesn't, I can't read the last word.
Let him name his name and tell them plainly.
And tell him plainly he was Snug the Joiner.
Well, it shall be so. But there is 2 hard things. That is, to bring the moonlight into a chamber, for you know Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine that night we play our play?
A calendar, a calendar. Look in the almanac. Find out moonshine. Find out moonshine.
Yes, it doth shine that night.
Why then may you leave a casement of the great chamber window, where we play, open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Aye, or else one must come in with a bush of thorns and a lantern, and say he comes to disfigure or to present the person of moonshine. Then there is another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, did talk through the chink of a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall, and let him have some plaster, or some loam, or some rough cast about him to signify wall, or let him hold his fingers thus, and through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
If that may be, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, enter into that break and so everyone according to his cue.
Enter Robin Goodfellow, Puck.
Ah. What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What, a play toward? I'll be an auditor, an actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus, Thisbe, stand forth.
Ken read Pyramus. Is Ken around? Hello? Okay, then whatchamacallit, Yasha read if Ken's not around. Can you read Pyramus?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, is Ken there? Or Ken, are you there or what? Okay. Yasha, can you read Pyramus?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
It says Thisbe. Yeah.
Oh goodness gracious.
Page, bottom of 40.
I don't have, my script's not paginated. Thisbe, the flowers of odious savor sweet.
Odors. Odors.
Odors savor sweet, so hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice. Stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
And he exits.
Stranger Pyramus than e'er played here.
Must I speak now?
We finally got it going.
Isn't that Peter?
Aye, marry must you, for you must understand he goes but to see a noise that he heard, and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, of color like the red rose on triumphant bier, most brisky juvenile, and eke most lovely Jew, as truest horse that yet would never tire, I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Ninnis too, man. Why, you must not speak that yet. That you answer to Pyramus. You speak all your part at once, cues and all. Pyramus enter your cue is past. It is never tire.
Oh, as truest horse that yet would never tire.
If I were fair, Thisbe, I were only thine.
Oh, monstrous. Oh, strange. We are haunted. Pray, masters, fly, masters, help!
I'll follow you. I'll lead you about a round, through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometimes a horse I'll be. Sometimes a hound, a hog, a heavy spear. Sometimes a fire. And neigh, and break, and run, and roar, and burn. And like a horse, hound, hog, bear, fire. And every turn.
And Robin exits.
Why did they run away? This is a knavery of them to make me afeard.
Snout enters.
Oh, Bottom, thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
Oh, what do you see? You see an ass head of your own, do you?
And Quince enters.
Bless thee, Bottom, bless thee, thou art translated.
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to fright me if they could. But I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing what they shall hear. I am not afraid. The woosel cock so black of hue, with orange tawny bill, the throstle with his note so true, the wren and little quill.
Oh, what angel wakes me from my flowery bed? Oh.
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain song cuckoo gray, whose note full many a man doth mark, and dares not answer nay. For indeed, who would set his wit to so foolish a bird? Who would give a bird the lie, though he cry cuckoo? Never so.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note. On the first view to say, to swear I love thee, so is my eye enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair virtue's force perforce doth move me.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. The more pity that some honest neighbors will not make them friends. Nay, I can gleek upon occasion.
Oh, thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so, neither. But if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood? Oh, do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here whether thou wilt or not. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tread upon my state, and I do love thee, therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers doth sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossness so that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. And
I, and I, and I.
And I.
Aye.
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes, green figs and mulberries. The honey bags steal from the humble bees, and for night tapers crop their waxen thighs, and light them at the fiery glow worm's eyes. To have my love to bed and to arise, and pluck the wings from painted butterflies, to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes, nod to him elves and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal, hail.
Hail.
I cry your worship's mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb?
I shall desire you of more acquaintance, good Master Cobweb. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. Your name, honest gentleman.
Peasblossom.
I pray you commend me to Mistress Squash, your mother, and to Master Peascod, your father. Good Master Peasblossom, I shall desire of you more acquaintance too. Your name, I beseech you, sir.
Mustard seed.
Peasblossom.
Good Master Mustard Seed, I know your patience well. That same cowardly, giant-like ox beef had devoured many a gentleman of your house. I promise you, your kindred hath made my eyes water are now. I desire you more acquaintance, good Master Mustard Seed.
Come wait upon him, lead him to my bower. The moon methinks looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weep every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my lover's tongue, bring him silently.
And she exits. Act 3, Scene 2. Enter Oberon, the King of Fairies, with Puck, Robin Goodfellow. Oh, I wonder if Titania be awaked. Then what it was that next came in her eye, which she must dote on in extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night rule now about this haunted grove?
My mistress with a monster is in love. Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals that work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play, intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest thick skin of that barren sort, who Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook his scene and entered in a break, when I did him at this advantage take. An ass's knoll I fixed on his head, and on his Thisbe must be answered. And forth my mimic comes, when they him spy as wild geese that the creeping flowers eye, or rusted painted troughs, many a sort, rising and causing at the gun's report, sever themselves and madly sweep the sky, so at his sight away his fellows fly. and at our stamp, here one and o'er one falls. He murder cries, and help from Athens calls. Their senses thus weak, lost with their fears thus strong, made senseless things begin to do them wrong. For briars and thorns at their apparel snatch, some sleeves, some hats, from yielders all things catch. I led them on this distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus translated there. When in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked and straightway loved an ass.
All this falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenians' eyes with the love juice as I did bid thee do?
Oh, I took him sleeping, that is finished too. And the Athenian woman by his side, that when he waked to force, she must be eyed.
Enter Demetrius and Hermia. Stand close. This is the same Athenian. Puck? You're muted, Michael.
I'm sorry. Oh, this is the woman, not the man.
Oh, why rebuke him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Hermia?
Now but I tried, but I should use thee worse, for thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, being horseshoes in blood, plunge in the deep, and kill me too. The sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? I'll believe as soon this whole earth may be bored, and that the moon may, though the center creep, and so displease her brother's noontide with Antipodes. It cannot be that thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look so dead, so grim.
So should the murderer look, and so should I, pierce through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, looks as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou drivest me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth be never numbered among men. Oh, once tell true, even for my sake. Durst thou looked upon him being awake? And hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch, could not a worm, an adder do so much? An adder did it, for with doubler tongue than thine, thou serpent, never adder stung.
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get therefore?
A privilege, never to see me more, and from thy hated presence part I. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
And she exits.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here therefore will I still remain, so sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow, for debt that bankrupt slip doth sorrow owe, which now in some slight measure it will pay, if for this tender here I make some stay.
And he lies down. What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some lover's true love's sight. Of thy misprision must perforce ensue some true love turned, and not a false turned true.
Then fade our rules, that one man holding troth, a million fail, confounding oath to oath.
About the wood go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look you find. All fancy sick she is, and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that costs the fresh blood dear. By some illusion see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes 'gainst she do appear.
I go, look how I go, swifter than an arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink in apple of his eye, when his love he doth espy. Let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy. And Puck enters.
Captain of the fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Should we their pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Oh, stand by. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to wake.
Then we'll two at once woo one. That must needs be sport alone. And those things do best please me that befall preposterously.
Lysander and Helena enter.
Why should I think ye I should woo or in scorn? Scorn and derision never comes in tears. Look, when I vow and I weep, and vow so born, in their nativity all truth appears. How can these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more when truth kills truth. O devilish holy fray, these vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er? Weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh your vows to her and me. Put in two scales, will even weigh, and both as light as tails.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind, now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
O Helen, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine, to what, my love, shall I compare thine eyne? Crystal is muddy. Oh, how ripe in show thy lips, those kissing cherries tempting grow, that pure congealed white high Taurus snow, fanned with the eastern wind, turns to a crow when thou holdst up thy hand. Oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, this seal of bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you are all bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me as I know you do? But you must join in souls to mock me too? If you are men as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so to vow and swear and superpraise my parts, when I am sure you hate me with your hearts. You both are rivals and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena. A trim exploit, a manly enterprise to conjure tears up in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. None of noble sort would so offend a virgin and extort a poor soul's patience, all to make you sport.
You are unkind, Demetrius, be not so, for you love Hermia. This you know I know, and hear what all good will, with all my heart. In Hermia's love I yield you up my part, and yours to of Helena to me bequeath, whom I do love, and will do to my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her but as guest-wise sojourned, and now to Helen is home returned, there to remain.
It is not so.
Disparage not the faith thou dost not know, lest to thy peril thou abide it dear. Look where thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
Hermia enters.
Dark night, that from the eye his function takes, that ear more quick of apprehension makes, wherein it doth impair the seeing sense, it pays the hearing double recompense. Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, found. Mine ear, I thank it, brought me to that sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, that would not let him bide. Fair Helena, who more engilds the night than all the fear owes and eyes of light. Why seek'st thou me? Could not this make thee know the hate I bear thee, make me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? is all the counsel that we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours that we have spent when we had chid the hasty-footed time for parting us. Oh, is all forgot? All school days' friendship, childhood innocence? We, Hermia, like two artificial gods, have with our needles created both one flower, both in one sampler, sitting on one cushion, both warbling of one song, both in one key, as if our hands, our sides, voices, and minds had been incorporate. So we grew together, like to a double, cheery seeming parted, but yet a union in partition. Two lovely berries molded on one stem, so with two seeming bodies, but one heart, two of the first life coats in heraldry, due but to no one and crowned with one crest. And will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with men in scorning your poor friend? Is it not friendly? 'Tis not maidenly. Our sex as well as I may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
Amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not said, Lysander, as in scorn to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and made your other love Demetrius, who even now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious, celestial? Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love so rich within his soul, and tender me forsooth affection, but by your setting on, by your consent? What though I be not so in grace as you to hung upon your love so fortunate? But miserable most to love unloved, this you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do persevere, counterfeit and look'st. Make mouths upon me when I turn my back. Wink each other, hold the sweet chest up. This sport well carried shall be chronicled. If you have any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare you well, 'tis partly mine own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena. Hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent!
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak praise. Helen, I love thee. By my life I do. I swear by that which I will lose for thee, to prove him false, the size of love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come!
Lysander, whereto tends all this?
Away, you Ethiop!
No, no, sir. Seem to break loose, take on as you would follow, but yet come not. You are a tame man. Go.
Hang off, thou cat, thou burr, vile thing let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What changes this sweet love?
Thy love, O taunty totter, out, loathed medicine, O hated poison hence.
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What, should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me, wherefore? Oh me, what news, my love? Am not I Hermia? Am I not you, Lysander? I am as fair now as I was erewhile. Since night you loved me. Yet since night you left me. Why then you left me? Oh, the gods forbid in earnest, shall I say?
I, by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore be out of hope, of question, of doubt. Be certain, nothing truer. 'Tis no jest that I do hate thee and love Helena.
Oh me, you juggler, you canker blossom, you thief of love! What have you come by night, and stolen my love's heart from him?
Thine in faith, have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What, will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you!
Puppet? Why so? Aye, that way goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height forsooth, she sath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak, how low am I? I am not yet so low, but that my nails can reach unto thine eyes.
I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in shrewdness. I am a right maid for my cowardice. Let her not strike me. You perhaps may think because she is something lower than myself that I can match her.
Lower? Hark again.
Good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia. Did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you. Save that in love unto Demetrius I told him of your stealth unto this wood. He followed you for love. I followed him. For he hath shied me hence and threatened me to strike me, spurn me, nay, to kill me too. And now you will let me quiet go to Athens? Will I bear my folly back and follow you no further? Let me go to see how simple and how fond I am.
Why get you gone? Who is that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What, with Lysander?
With Demetrius.
Be not afraid. She shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Ah, when she's angry, she's keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again? Nothing but low and little? Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her.
Get you gone, you dwarf, you minimus, you hindering knot-grass maid, you bead, you acorn.
You are too officious in her behalf that scorns your services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena, take not her part. For if thou dost intend never so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide it.
Now she holds me not, now follow if thou darest, to try whose right, of thine or mine, is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl.
You mistress, all this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you, I, nor longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else commits thy knaveries wilfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on? And so far blameless proves my enterprise that I have anointed an Athenian's eyes. And so far am I glad it did so sport. As this their jangling, I indeed a sort of sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Aye, therefore, Robin, overcast the night, the starry welkin cover thou anon with drooping fog as black as Acheron, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one come not within another's way. Like to Lysander, sometime frame thy tongue, then stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong, and sometime rail thou like Demetrius, and from each other look thou lead them thus, till o'er their brows death counterfeiting sleep with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eyes, whose liquor hath this virtuous property to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. And next they wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision. And back to Athens shall the lovers wend with league whose dates till death shall ever never end, whilst I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy, and then I will her charmed eye release from monsters' view, and all things shall be peace.
My fairy lord, this must be done with haste, for night swift dragons cut the clouds full fast, and yonder shines Aurora's harbinger, at whose ghosts wandering here and there troop home to churchyards. Damned spirits all, that in crossways and floods have burial, already to their wormy beds are gone, for fair least days shall look their shames upon. They wilfully themselves exile from light, and must for aye consort with black-browed night.
But we are spirits of another sort. I with the morning's love have oft made sport, and like a forester the groves may tread, even till the eastern gate, all fiery red, opening on Neptune with fair blessed beams, turns into yellow gold his salt green streams. But notwithstanding, haste, make no delay, we may effect this business yet a day.
Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Enter Lysander.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn ready. Where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then to a plainer ground.
Demetrius enters.
Lysander, speak again. Thou run away. Thou coward, art thou fled? Speak in some bush. Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes that thou lookest for wars, and will not come? Come, recreant, come, thou child, I'll whip thee with a rod. He is defiled that draws a sword on thee.
Yeah, art thou there?
Follow my voice. We'll try no manhood here.
Robin exits.
He goes before me and still dares me on. When I come where he calls, then he's gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I followed fast, but faster he did fly. That fallen am I in dark uneven way, and here will rest me. Come thou, gentle day, for if but once thou shew me thy grey light, I'll find Demetrius and revenge this spite.
Puck and Demetrius enter.
Oh, coward, why comest thou now?
Abide me if thou darest, for well I wot thou runst before me, shifting every place, and darest not stand, nor look me in the face. Where art thou?
Come hither, I am here.
Nay, then thou mock'st me, thou shalt buy this dear. If ever I thy face by daylight see, now go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. My days approach, look to be visited.
And Helena enters.
O weary night, O long and tedious night, abate thy hours, shine comforts from the east, that I may go back to Athens by daylight, from these my poor company detest. And sleep that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye, steal me a while from mine own company.
And she sleeps.
Yet but three. Come one more. Two of both kinds make up four. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe, bedabbled with the dew and torn with briars. I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heavens shield Lysander, if they mean a fray.
On the ground sleep sound, I'll apply your eye, gentle lover, remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And the country proverbs known that every man should take his own, in your waking shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill, the man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Act 4, Scene 1. Enter Titania, the Queen of the Fairies, and the clown and fairies and the king behind them.
Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peace Blossom?
Ready.
Scratch my head, Peace Blossom. Where's Monsieur Cobweb?
Ready?
Monsieur Cobweb? Good, monsieur, get your weapons in your hand and kill me a red-hipped bumblebee on the top of a thistle. And, good monsieur, bring me the honey bag. Do not fret yourself too much in the action, monsieur. And, good monsieur, have a care the honey bag break not. I would be loath to have you overflown with a honey bag, senor. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Ready.
Give me your knife, Monsieur Mustard Seed. Pray you leave your courtesy, good monsieur.
What's your will?
Nothing good, monsieur, but to help cavalry Cobweb to scratch. I must to the barber's, monsieur, for methinks I am marvelous hairy about the face, and I am such a tender ass. If my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
What wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let us have the tongs and the bones.
Oh, my sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Truly a peck of provender. I could munch your good dry oats. Methinks I have a great desire to a bottle of hay. Good hay. Sweet hay hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I had rather have a handful or two of dried peas. But I pray you let none of your people stir me. Have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Oh, sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Oh, fairies, be gone, and be a ways away. Oh, son, so doth the woodbine, the sweet honeysuckle, gently entwist the female ivy so, and rings the barkly fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Enter Robin Goodfellow. Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight, her dotage now I do begin to pity. For meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favours for this hateful fool, I did upbraid her and fall out with her. For she his hairy temples then had rounded with coronet of fresh and fragrant flowers, and that same dew which sometimes on the buds was wont to swell like round and orient pearls, stood now within the petty floret's eyes, like tears that did their own disgrace bewail. When I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, I then did ask of her changeling child, which she straight gave me, and her fairies sent to bear him to my bower in fairyland. And now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes, and, gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp from the head of this Athenian swain, that he, awakening when the other do, may all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be, see as thou was wont to see, Dian's bud or Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, mighty Tanya, wake you, my sweet queen.
Oh, my Oberon, oh, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes doth loathe this visage now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off his head. Titania, music call, and strike more dead than common sleep. Of all these, find the sense.
Oh, music, such as charmeth sleep.
When thou wakest, with thine own eyes peep.
Sound music. Come, my queen, take hands with me and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Thessia's house triumphantly, and bless it to all fair prosperity. There shall the pairs of faithful lovers be, wedded with Theseus in all jollity.
Fair king, attend and mark, I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after night's shade. We the globe can compass soon swifter than the wandering moon.
Oh, come, my lord, in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I, sleeping, was found with these mortals on the ground.
And they exit. Enter Theseus and all his train, wind-borne.
Go, one of you, find the forester, for now our observation is performed. And since we have devoured of the day, my love shall hear the music of my hounds. Uncouple in the western valley, let them go. Dispatch, I say, and find the forester. We will, fair queen, up to the mountain's top and mark the musical confusion of hounds and echo in conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in a wood of Crete they bayed the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear such gallant chiding. For besides the groves, the skies, the fountains, every region near seemed all one musical cry. I never heard so musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds are bred out of the Spartan kind, so flued, so sanded, and their heads are hung with ears that sweep away the morning dew, brook-kneed and dew-lapped like the Salian bulls, slow in pursuit, but matched in mouth like bells, each under each, a cry more tunable was never hallowed to, nor cheered with horn in Crete, in Sparta, nor in Thessaly. Judge when you hear. But soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep, and this Lysander, this Demetrius is, this Helena, old Nida's Helena. I wonder of their being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and hearing our intent, came here in grace of our solemnity. But speak, Aegeus, is this not the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Go, bid the huntsmen wake them with their horns. Good morrow, friends. Saint Valentine is past. Begin these wood birds but to couple now?
Pardon, my lord.
All stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world, that hatred is so far from jealousy, to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half sleep, half waking, but as yet I swear I cannot truly say how I came here, as I think, for truly would I speak. And now I do bethink me, so it is. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might be without the peril of the Athenian law.
Enough, enough, my lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away, they would, Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me. You of your wife, and me of my consent. of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither to this wood, and I in fury hither followed them. Fair Helena in fancy followed me. But my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is, my lord, to Hermia, melted as the snow, seems to me now as the remembrance of an idle gaudy, which in my childhood I did dote upon, and all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and the pleasure of mine eye is only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed, ere I see Hermia, but like a sickness did I loathe this food, but as in health come to my natural tastes. Now do I wish it, love it, long for it, and will for evermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we shall hear more anon. Aegis, I will overbear your will, for in the temple by and by with us these couples shall eternally be knit. And for the morning now is something worn, our purpose hunting shall be set aside. Away, away with us to Athens, 3 and 3. We'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
These things seem small and indistinguishable like far-off mountains turned into clouds.
Methinks I see these things with parted eye, when everything seems double.
So methinks that I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own, and not mine own.
It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Do not you think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yeah, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he bid us follow to the temple.
Why, then we are awake. Let's follow him, and by the way, let us recount our dreams.
Bottom.
When my cue comes, call me, and I will answer. My next is most fair Pyramus. Hey ho, Peter Quince. Flute, the bellows mender. Snout, the tinker. Starveling. God's my life. Stolen hence and left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I had a dream, past the width of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if he go about to expound this dream. Methought I was there. There is no man can tell me what. Methought I was, and methought I had. But man is but a patched fool if he will offer to say what methought I had. The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen. Hand is not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballet of this dream. It shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom, and I will sing it in the latter end of a play before the Duke. Her adventure, to make it the more gracious, I shall sing it at her death.
Act 4, Scene 2, enter Quince, flute, Thisbe, and the rabble.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Is he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt he's transported.
If he come not, then the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. You have not a man in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus but he.
No, he has simply the best wit of any handicraft man in Athens.
Yea, and the best person too, and he is a very paramour for a sweet voice.
You must say paragon. A paramour is, God bless us, a thing of not.
Enter Snug the joiner.
Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple, and there is 2 or 3 lords more married. If our sport had gone forward, we had all been made men.
Oh, sweet bully Bottom. Thus hath he lost 6 pence a day during his life. He could not have escaped 6 pence a day. And the Duke had not given him 6 pence a day for playing Pyramus. I'll be hanged. He would have deserved it. 6 pence a day in Pyramus or nothing.
Bottom enters.
Where are these lads? These hearts?
bottom! O most courageous day, O most happy hour!
Masters, I am to discourse wonders, but ask me not what, for if I tell you I am no true Athenian, I will tell you everything as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet bottom.
Not a word of me. All that I will tell you is that the Duke hath dined. Get your apparel together, good strings to your beards, new ribbons to your pumps. Meet presently at the palace. Every man look o'er his part. For the short and the long is, our play is preferred. In any case, let this be have clean linen, and let not him that plays the lion pare his nails, for they shall hang out for the lion's claws. And most dear actors, eat no onions nor garlic, for we are to utter sweet breath, and I do not doubt but to hear them say, it is a sweet comedy. No more words, away, go away.
Act 5, Scene 1. Enter Theseus, Hippolyta, and Philostrate. Hippolyta.
Oh, 'tis strange, my Theseus, what these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I never may believe these antic fables, nor these fairy toys. Lovers and mad men have seen such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all compact. One sees more devils than vast hell can hold. That is the mad man. The lover, all as frantic, sees Helen's beauty in a brow of Egypt. The poet's eye, in a fine frenzy rolling, doth glance from heaven to earth, from earth to heaven. And as imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown, the poet's pen turns them into shapes and gives to air nothing, a local habitation and a name. Such tricks hath strong imagination, that if it would but apprehend some joy, it comprehends some bringer of that joy. Or in the night, imagining some fear, how easy is a bush supposed a bear.
But all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesseth than fancy's images, and grows to something of great constancy, but howsoever strange and admirable.
Enter the lovers, Lysander, Demetrius, Hermia, and Helena.
Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends, joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us, wait in your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come now, what masks, what dances shall we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? Where is our usual manager of mirth? What revels are in hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Call Aegeus.
Here, mighty Theseus.
Here, mighty Theseus.
Say what abridgments have you for this evening? What mask, what music? How shall we beguile the lazy time, if not with some delight?
There is a brief. How many sports are ripe? Make choice of which your highness will see first. The battle with the centaurs to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp.
We'll none of that. That have I told my love in glory of my kinsman Hercules.
Oh, the riot of the tipsy bacchanals, tearing the Thracian singer in their rage.
That is an old device, and it was played when I from Thebes came last a conqueror.
The thrice 3 muses, mourning for the death of learning, late deceased in beggary.
That is some satire, keen and critical, not sorting with a nuptial ceremony.
A tedious, brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe. Very tragical mirth.
Merry and tragical, tedious and brief. It is hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
Well, a play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play, but by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play there is not one word apt, one player fitted. And tragical, my noble lord, it is, for Pyramus thereon doth kill himself, which, when I saw rehearsed, I must confess, made mine eyes water. But more merry tears the passion of loud laughter never shed.
Ah, technical problems on back. What are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, which never laboured in their minds till now, and now have toiled their unbreathed memories with this same play against your nuptial.
And we will hear it.
Oh, no, my noble lord, it is not for you. I have heard it over, and it is nothing, nothing in the world, unless you can find sport in their entries, extremely stretched and conned with cruel pain to do you service.
I will hear that play, for never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go, bring them in and take your places, ladies.
I love not to see wretchedness o'ercharged, and duty in his service perishing.
Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
He says they can do nothing in this kind.
The kind are we to give them thanks, for nothing our sport shall be to take what they mistake, and what poor duty cannot do, noble respect takes it in might, not merit. Where I have come, great clerks have proposed to greet me with premeditated welcomes, where I have seen them shiver and look pale, make periods in the midst of sentences, throttle their practice accents in their fears, and in conclusion dumbly have broke off, not paying me a welcome. Trust me, sweet, out of this silence yet I picked a welcome, and in the modesty of fearful duty I read as much as from the rattling tongue of saucy and audacious eloquence. Love, therefore, and tongue-tied simplicity in least speak most to my capacity.
So please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
Enter the prologue.
If we offend, it is with our good will. You should think we come not to offend, but with good will, to show our simple skill. That is the true beginning of our end. Consider then, we come but in despite. We do not come as minding to content you. Our true intent is, all for your delight, we are not here. That you should hear, repent you, the actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are like to know.
This fellow doth not stand upon points.
Lysander.
He hath rid his prologue like a rough colt. He knows not to stop. A good moral, my lord. It is not enough to speak, but to speak true.
Indeed, he hath played on his prologue like a child on his recorder, a sound, but not in government.
His speech was like a tangled chain, nothing impaired, but all disordered. Who's next?
Enter Pyramus and Thisbe and Wall and Moonshine and Lion.
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. this beauteous lady Thisbe is certain. This man with lime and rough cast doth present wall, that vile wall, which did these lovers sunder, and through walls chink, poor souls, they're content to whisper, at the which let no man wonder. This man with lantern, dog, and bush of thorn presenteth moonshine. For if you will know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet at Ninna's tomb, there to woo. This grisly beast, which Lion hiked by name, the trusty Thisbe coming first by night did scare away, or rather did it affright, and as she fled, her mantle she let fall, and which Lion vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat with bloody, blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. And Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dragger drew and died. For all the rest, let lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion be to speak.
No wonder, my lord, one lion may when many asses do.
Exit Lion, Thisbe, and Moonshine.
Wall is Nick. Nick, can you do wall?
Okay. In this same interlude, it doth befall that I, once Knout, by name present a wall, and such a wall as I would have you think, that had in it a crannied hole or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did whisper often, very secretly. This loam, this rough cast, and this stone doth shew that I am the same wall. The truth is so. And this the cranny is, right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire lime and hair to speak better?
It is the wittiest partition that ever I heard discourse, my lord.
Pyramus draws near the wall. Silence.
Oh, grim-looked night! Oh, night with you so black! Oh, night whichever art when day is not! Oh, night! Alack, alack, alack! I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And thou, O wall, thou sweet and lovely wall that stands between her father's ground and mine, thou wall, O sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall, Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see, O wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No, in truth, sir, he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter, and I am to spy her through the wall. You shall see it will fall. Pat, as I told you, yonder she comes.
And Thisbe enters.
Jennifer.
Oh, wall, full often that hast thou heard my moans? For parting my fair Pyramus and me, my cherry lips have often kissed thy stones, stones of lime and hair knit up in thee.
I see a voice. Now will I to the chink to spy, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe?
My love thou art, my love I think.
Think what thou wilt, I am thy lover's grace, and like Lymander am I trusty still.
And I like Helen till the fates me kill.
Not Shaphalus to Procrus was so true.
As Shaphalus to Procrus, I to you.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kissed the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou at Ninny's tomb meet me straightway?
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
Thus have I wall my part discharged so, and being done, thus wall away doth go.
Now is the mortal down between the two neighbors.
No remedy, my lord, when walls are so willful to hear without warning.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
The best in this kind are but shadows, and the worst are no worse if imagination amend them.
It must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
If we imagine no worse of them than they of themselves, they may pass for excellent men. Here come two noble beasts in a man and a lion.
Enter Lion and Moonshine.
Lion is Michael.
You ladies, you whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here when lion roars in wildest rage doth roar. And know that I, one snug the joiner, am a lion felled, or else no lion's den. For if I should as lion come in strife into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
A very gentle beast and of good conscience.
The very best at a beast, my lord, whichever I saw.
Oh, a very gentle beast and of good conscience.
This lion is a very fox for his valor.
True, and a goose for his discretion.
Not so, my lord, for his valor cannot carry his discretion, and the fox carries the goose.
His discretion, I am sure, cannot carry his valor, for the goose carries not the fox. It is well, leave it to his discretion, and let us hearken to the moon.
Oh, this lantern doth the horn moon present.
He should have worn the horns on his head.
He is no crescent, and his horns are invisible within the circumference.
This lantern doth the horn moon present. Myself the man in the moon doth seem to be.
This is the greatest error of all the rest. The man should be put into the lantern. How is it else the man in the moon?
He dares not come there for the candle, for you see, it is already in snuff.
I am aweary of this moon. What he would change.
It appears by his small light of discretion that he is in the wane. But yet, in courtesy, in all reason, we must stay the time.
Proceed, Moon.
All that I have to say is to tell you that the lantern is the moon. I, the man in the moon, this thorn bush, my thorn bush, and this dog, my dog.
Why, all these should be in the lanthorn, for they are in the moon. But silence, here comes Thisbe.
Enter Thisbe.
This is old Ninny's tomb. Where's my love?
Oh.
Well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shown, moon. Truly, the moon shines with a good grace.
Well moused, lion.
And then came Pyramus.
And so the lion vanished.
Enter Pyramus.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious golden glittering beams I trust to taste of truest Thisbe's sight. But stay, oh spite, but mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here. Eyes, do you see, how can it be, O dainty duck, O dear? Thy mantle good, what stained with blood, approach, you furies fell. O fates, come, come, cut thread and thrum, quail, crush, conclude, and quell.
This passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
True, my heart, but I pity the man.
Oh, wherefore, nature, didst thou lions frame? Since lion vile hath here deflowered my dear, which is No, no, which was the fairest dame that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer? Come, tears, confound, outsoared and wound the pap of Pyramus. I that left pap where heart doth hop. Thus die I, thus, thus, thus. Now am I dead. Now am I fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy flight, thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now die, 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 die.
No die, but an ace for him, for he is but one.
Less than an ace, man, for he is dead. He has nothing.
With the help of the surgeon, he might yet recover and prove an ass.
Is it me? Somebody say what I'm supposed to say.
How chance moonshine is gone before. Thisbe comes back and finds her lover.
She will find him by starlight. Here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
You haven't found your place yet at 95 top. Methinks
she should not use a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be brief.
A moth will turn the balance, which Pyramus, which Thisbe is the better.
She hath spied him already with
Whoa,
those sweet
whoa,
eyes.
it's not finished.
And thus she means Delicet.
You just skipped half a line.
Where?
Which Pyramus, which Thisbe is the better? He for a man, God warned us. She for a woman, God bless us.
We don't have that.
we don't have that.
Why aren't you using the Puck version?
We are.
I'm using the version I was given.
Not in the version I have either. Not this.
Oh.
Page 95.
Okay. Keep going.
Asleep, my love? What? Dead, my love? Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak! Speak! Quite dumb? Dead? Dead? The tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. These lily lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone. Are gone. Lovers make moan. His eyes were green as leeks. Oh, sisters three, come, come to me, with hands as pale as milk. Lay them in gore, since you have shore with shears his thread of silk. Tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword. Come, blade, my breast imbue. And farewell, friends. This be it. Adieu. Adieu. Adieu.
Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead.
I and Wall too.
This bottom, yeah.
No, I assure you, the wall is down that parted their fathers. Will it please you to see the epilogue, or to hear a burgomask dance between two of our company?
No epilogue, I pray you, for your play needs no excuse, never excuse. For when the players are all dead, there is none need to be blamed. Marry, if he that writ it had played Pyramus and hung himself in Thisbe's garter, it would have been a fine tragedy, and so it is truly, and very notably discharged. But come, your burgomaster, let your epilogue alone. The iron tongue of midnight hath told 12. Lovers, to bed, 'tis almost fairy time. I fear we shall outsleep the coming morn, as much as we this night have o'erwatched. This palpable gross play hath well beguiled the heavy gate of night. Sweet friends, to bed. A fortnight we hold we this solemnity in nightly revels and new jollity.
And they exit. Puck enters.
Now Oh, the hungry lion roars, and the wolf beholds the moon, whilst the heavy ploughman snores, all with weary tasks fordone. Now the wasted brands do glow, while the screech owl, screeching loud, puts the wretch that lies in woe in remembrance of a shroud. Now it is the time of night, that the graves all gaping wide, every one lets forth his sprite in the churchway paths to glide. And we fairies that do run by the triple hecatomb from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream, now a frolic. Not a mouse should disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Enter the king and queen of the fairies with all their train. Through the house give glimmering light by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite hop as light as bird from briar. And this ditty after me sing and dance it trippingly.
First rehearse the song by rote, to each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace will we sing and bless this place.
Now, until the break of day.
Until the break of day. Through this house each fairy stray, to the best bride bed will we, which by us shall blessed be, and the issue there create ever shall be fortunate. So shall all the couples three ever true in loving be. And the blots of nature's hand shall not in their issue stand. Never mole, hair, lip, nor scar, nor mark prodigious such as are despised in nativity, shall upon their children be. With this field you consecrate, every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber bless. Through this palace with sweet peace, ever shall in safety rest, and the owner of it's blessed. Trip away, make no stay, meet me all by break of day.
And
Bravo!
Epilogue, Robin.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear, in this weak and idle theme. No more yielding, but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck, now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long, else the puck the liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.
Well done, everybody.
That was fun.
Yeah.
What a lovely play.
Yes.
My apologies. I guess
was
there are
fun.
two versions of the Puck script. And
Yes.
the
And
script-
in the first folio, almost all of Philostrate's lines were for Aegeus. It is a mistake, but I'm sorry for stepping on your line there.
No problem, Ken. And I apologize for other things. I was working off an old script. Oh, obviously an old Puck edition. And
Well, they're two, because we'd have two editions. There's a quarto and the folio, and I'd sent out the folio to people.
Oh.
But the quarto says has like different things. Like Hermia has a line after Helena's, "My legs are longer though to run away," and then Hermia says, "I am amazed and know not what to say," which is just in the quarto, and it isn't in the folio. So. And that and the Philostrate Aegeus and also that other half line, which I wasn't familiar with, are, I think, the main differences.
Yeah.
Thank you all. Excellent job,
I
everyone.
want to thank everybody. Thank
Jackie.
you.
That was
Putting
fun.
up with me. This was very, it's like you want to give everybody enough so you don't have to sit there for hours,
Good play mastering, Jackie. Good
You're
job.
right.
man.
You did a good
So
job.
yeah, if I was a little bit off what should be, you'll have to forgive me.
No problem. It was
I
great.
Nicely rhymed.
thought you wanted me to do that song that I.
No, well, that was for Virginia, but you were actually fairy too, but you missed that one, but that's okay. I forgive you. She was fairy one, you were fairy two in the beginning. So
Everybody got to warble.
We did it in 2 hours too.
right.
Good.
Yeah.
Right.
This
And
is one of the very short. Paul, this is one of the very shortest ones, right?
I know, but it's good that we did it. Yeah.
Only 100 pages for crying out loud.
Yeah, it is. It's one of the shortest.
And thank you, Nick. You're new to me, and thank you very, very much
Yay, Nick!
Anytime.
all that
Yes.
nice work. It was really, really.
Yay.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you all. That was very.
Oh boy, I had the worst problem getting Zoom to work for me that I've ever had. This is an old computer is the reason why, I think.
Wow.
It took
Well,
like
it's also they've
45 minutes to get
updated
on.
Zoom again, and they're going crazy. They update it every week, for God's sake.
Yeah, everything looks different since the last time I.
Yeah, but I was gonna say I didn't lose my thing flowed today, right? It didn't
Oh, you didn't have any problem
The
today.
only thing that people have to watch out for, Michael, when you get all low key,
Yeah.
become inaudible.
Uh-oh.
Same with Jennifer. You need to jack your volume up a bit. You were very quiet.
So you didn't hear me sometimes?
There was a bit where you got very intimate and you sort of vanished.
Actually, heard you.
Had to listen really carefully.
Right, we're still live
it's
streaming,
Zoom, but
so
you still
does
have to
anybody have
project.
any thoughts on the play or
Project, even in the Zoom.
Yeah. I always think that this is another one of these plays where Shakespeare has hidden a whole lot of stuff in it that if you look at it from like a Me Too point of view, all the men treat women as chattels. The father wants to control them and send them off to do their will. Lysander and Demetrius both have this great love affair with the women, but basically they just want them to do whatever they want, whatever they tell them to do. And
the Duke especially.
Yeah. And then it gets to the end, and you have Pyramus and Thisbe telling a love story. And the big difference is that here, when something goes wrong, Pyramus will kill himself to be with Thisbe. And you can imagine all the lovers sitting around who are playing their silly, I'm the boss man sort of games. And they're suddenly being shown this story which says, if you really love, this is what it means. And it's all tucked in there. And it's usually ignored.
Nowadays, men don't want their daughters to marry anyone who doesn't have a lot of money. Things don't change.
I'll tell you, it's always gotten on my nerves a little bit, the way Hippolyta, you can't figure out exactly.
She was a
She
leader
just has
of
to
the
lie down and die, and Titania also has to just kind of lie down and die.
That's right.
And they're so strong in the beginning.
And I think
acquiesce.
And I think buried in the text are all these things that are basically saying this is not how you should treat women.
Yeah.
And you hope, and it's quite subtly done, but the hope is that when the guys leave the theater, leave the Globe, they're thinking, well, he shouldn't have done that. No, he shouldn't have behaved like that. And maybe that will impinge on their life choices themselves. But I think Shakespeare does this time and time again.
What to do about nothing also.
Yeah. He buries within the text of a comedy and everybody's having fun. He buries these things. This is not how you should behave.
Even
comedy is the best way to subtly teach a lesson.
Yeah.
Even in Twelfth Night, the ones who really pay more than Malvolio in their own way, even though he's supposed to, is what's his name? Sir Toby.
Yeah.
As he realizes that they've even done wrong, they've gone too far with Malvolio. that he's got his
But
cousin.
also, if you look at the end of Twelfth Night, depending on which text you read, in one of the last lines, when Sir Andrew Aguecheek comes back out bleeding because he's been hit, Sir Toby says, "Would thou?" Sir Toby's bleeding, and Sir Andrew comes out and offers to look after him, and he says, "Wilt thou help me, a coxcomb, an ass?" And in some of the texts, it's a comma, but in the first folio, it's a period. So what he's saying, "Wouldst thou help me, a coxcomb and an ass?" He's referring to himself, that why are you being so nice to me?
I never thought of it that way. I always thought he was calling Sir Andrew those names.
I
That's
know,
how
but depending on which text you look at, the punctuation changes, and
That's cool.
The whole meaning.
That's new to me. Thank you for bringing that to my attention.
He is a kind of Puritan.
Yeah, that's a really great point, Angus. And I just
What?
You there, Paul?
Paul.
We lost you.
We lost Paul. He'll be back.
Yeah.
Got to
Oh,
go.
Hey guys, I
okay,
do have
you guys
to.
froze,
I have to
or
head out.
I
I would
froze,
love
whatever.
to stay,
But
I'm
yeah, that was
currently-
actually Neil Freeman. One of Neil Freeman's favorite points about the first folio was that he would make that argument about Toby and Sir Andrew. And it really, it's also, I think, the plays, there's so much that can be played, and so you can make the choice, which actually then would show Sir Toby has gained a little maturity, that he's got some insight,
realized,
which I think is really nice.
And he
And I
marries
think
her,
also
right?
in the beginning, in the first scene, like at the very, Hippolyta isn't given any lines, but Theseus then at the end says, "What cheer, my love?" is like she's obviously upset about all of this. And I mean, I think one of the things also what Theseus does is that, first of all, it's like Aegeus is basically saying, "I want to kill her. I want her dead." And he never because that's the Athenian law. And he never really accepts that as an option. He says, "You can become a nun," or that sort of thing. But and then what he does is he takes off Aegeus and Demetrius, leaving Lysander and Hermia alone. So, I mean, you can sort of say, "Oh, he's just not thinking of that," or it could be that Theseus is trying to help them out in that way.
Yeah, but always he couches it in contemporary morality. So the men treat the women as toys, possessions, chattels.
Well, wasn't Hippolyta? She was a warrior at one time.
She was the queen. She was the queen of the Amazons.
Right, and now she's sitting here and listening to the fact that they could send this girl to a nunnery. It's funny that he says it because she never really speaks out about that. I guess she really has.
That's why I say
she has to acquiesce at this point in time for some reason.
the tendency is
power.
always to play the Pyramus and Thisbe thing as this slapstick comedy. But I don't think it really is. It's really presenting all these people who treat their women as chattels and saying, "No, guys, this is what love is really about."
No, but what makes it, but what makes it funny, because it really laughs, is that they, especially Thisbe, well, they take it themselves very seriously.
Yeah,
they're doing their best acting, and they're doing their imitations of great acting, and that's, I mean, when what's his name did it a few years ago in the park. I love what he did, Jeffrey. He lovers make moan. He did like an old Hollywood movie star. It was so.
The problem is they get carried away.
It should be silly. There's something silly in it, and he says they're performing, and they don't know the dance from their elbows, so they could be so fake-a-rooney, or they could
I mean, the moon getting defensive that you don't believe this is the moon. It's this is the moon. This is it. This is what you got.
Well, that's the problem. Everybody gets carried away with the comedy. I remember seeing when I was growing up in Edinburgh, the Edinburgh Gateway Company did it, and I saw it early in the run, and then I saw it later in the run, towards the end, And by the end of the run, that whole scene had turned into this huge slapstick comedy thing. And it was great. It was hysterical. But since then, I've realized there's rather more to it. He's actually saying, Shakespeare's actually saying, they're surrounded by Theseus and Hippolyta, by Lysander and Demetrius and their
They're
love.
all acting frat boyish with their wit and everything.
Right,
Exactly.
right.
They're all
So
thinking,
you want
and
to have that
suddenly
focus
they're
too.
shown
Yeah.
something that if you really love,
Right.
Well, they're
people will
separated
die
by
to go
their
with
But you
it.
can
families.
convey
That's
both
the
in that.
the same thing that the fathers do in the beginning. The wall separates the family, does not approve of this marriage. That's what's going on there.
You know what, Angus? A good director could make both of those work, and
Yes, it's
better.
tricky to do, and it's
Yes.
tricky to do, but it's also what you do is by showing the reaction of
Yes.
Theseus and Hippolyta.
Yes.
If you just
The
leave
director
them
would-
sitting
yeah.
there,
You would
and
have
it
them
is-
not usually they're facing upstage at the actors.
that's right.
You
They're
should
left
you should
out.
have them facing so that we see what's going on within them. You're right.
And the sudden realization,
Like Hamlet,
oh
yeah.
shit,
Yes. So
it-
that then
it-
with their reactions to what they're saying has that subtext to
when
it.
Pyramus decides to kill him, it's a
Self-confrontation.
no shit moment.
Yeah, it's a self-confrontation, which is why we go to the theater anyway.
That's
Everybody
right.
goes to the
That's
theater
right.
for self-confrontation.
But to me, it's I find it miraculous that Shakespeare had that awareness. I mean, what's his name who wrote the book Shakespeare, The Invention of the Human, and it is, but it's a lot more.
Bloom, right?
Yes, I
Did
agree.
anyone see this production done at BAM about 20 or 30 years ago? And the character of Oberon, the actor, his head was bald and tattooed. I didn't like the production, and I think it got a terrible review. And they had the worst set you could imagine. It was a bare stage with a bare tree.
It's like waiting for
Sounds like waiting for Godot.
Well, that should be that, but not
Waiting-
Midsummer Night, you know.
Yeah.
No, Midsummer should have a nice set.
I still remember the production quite well, though, which is a good thing.
Oh yeah, that says something. That made its point. If you still remember it.
Michael, did you see 12th Night last night? Did you see
Not
it?
yet. Not
Not
yet.
yet.
I'd like to go. You're going to go see it?
I'd like to go
Together?
see it. Yeah, I'd love to.
Let's go together as senior citizens. We should get good seats, but we'd be on the side. But then again, if I have to go to the bathroom, I can run right out. 90 minutes without an intermission.
How do we get senior citizens?
Hey, did they
We just apply online. You
do
want to do it
every
together?
man? Did I miss that?
I can't
Do
go
every man
Monday,
on
but let me check my schedule. Hold
I'm
on.
sure they're dark money. Let's Tuesday and a nice hot night because then I don't have to pee as fast.
There's going to be
Were they
some of
going to
those.
do every man this year? Did I miss it?
If it's hot, that lowers my pee ratio down.
Yeah.
It's 90 minutes without an intermission, and then it doesn't start for 10, so you're in that seat for at least 100 minutes. And I'm sorry, guys, but show some consideration.
I'm there. I'm free Tuesday and Wednesday night. Can you apply for us for two?
Why don't we both do it and it'll increase our chances?
I don't know how to do it
We
online.
both go online on lottery. I haven't done it in a while yet. We probably have to
Will you
register.
send me the site? Will you send me the site and I'll
Yeah,
register?
we'll have some. We'll do that. We'll talk and we'll do that in the next few days because what are we planning on next Tuesday?
Tuesday or Wednesday would be great.
Yeah, on a nice hot day. It's gonna be hot.
The temperature's supposed to lower again.
No, I think. Oh, all right. Well,
It's supposed to go up.
Hotter
And
the
Well, I
better.
gotta go, everybody. Good to see you all. It was really fun.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you all.
I'll tell you, I went to that furnace in Cressida years ago in 2016 when we had this huge heat wave. Night after night, it was never sold out. So I get in every night that I went.
Oh, nice.
Yep. People didn't. They were afraid of the play.
Juliet in the park, and it was.
I know. Well, this was so incredible. This Troilus and Cressida was.
And I have to go pick up something. Send me the site, Michael, and I'll register.
Has a date been determined yet, Michael, for your play for Noah and Mary and the Aliens?
I was thinking maybe when everything quiets down in September, maybe. How about September?
Okay. Whatever. Okay.
because
All right. Thank you all. I'm going to end the live stream now. Thank you all for coming. We actually did. I don't know if he's still here, but we did have an attendee, Charlie. Thank you for coming.
Hey, thank you for watching.
And thank you all. Thank you, Jackie. And she's gone already. And we're going to have next week an in-person reading of Hamlet that Ken is play mastering at the 53rd Street Library. And the week after that will be Coriolanus on Zoom. So
I want to do that mother.
Send us the link so we can apply.